I turn around and I fucking grab this guy. And I got him like literally by his shirt and right back through the double doors, stumbling right into the fucking dining room, jacked him up against the fucking wall. And I'm fucking slamming and I'm like, who the fuck are you calling a fucking little shit? Welcome to the JBL Bites podcast, where we pull the curtain back on the shit that owners don't want to say out loud. Teaching people how to run their business in hospitality, either into the ground or up into the stars. When I figure out up into the stars, that'll be fucking great.
I like that.
But yeah,
nice.
I don't know. I just change it every fucking week.
That's right.
It's like it's, off the cuff.
That's right.
So how you been? I've been
good.
4 weeks. We've been 4 weeks away from this. It kind of feels. I've been enjoying it. Now I went away on vacation. It was a little weird.
Yeah. I
missed it.
I was gonna say I missed our little get together chats like we do here.
That's cute.
Kind of fun.
That's cute. This was a whole cute moment.
That's right.
This is a whole cute moment. Then I came back to work, back to reality, and it fucking smacked right in the face immediately by
Something broken in the kitchen?
just an ignorant customer. It's like, thousands of people through my door every week, and then it fucking takes that one, just sucks the fucking life out of you. It was all over it was a no good deed goes unpunished. And, we do this Toys for Tot drive every year.
Right. Yeah, it's a big success.
We give out the family voucher meals, and you have 6 months to use these vouchers. And of course, when they come time to expire, everybody wants to use them on the last day. So we're getting hammered.
Right.
So the one day we just had so many. We're like, that's it. We don't have any more. We can't do any more today. And we extended. It was the last day. So we extended another day. We told the lady, we'll extend it another day. And she wasn't having it. I mean, just like, absolutely. And I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, this is like a good deed thing. Like, you just went and bought a couple toys for kids that are in need, and you're getting a free meal. I'm giving you a free meal. Like, so my foundation is give, get, love. Give a gift, get a gift, love your community. So the idea is you give me something, I give you something back in return. You give the gifts for the kids, I give you this voucher for this. But it's like this, don't tarnish it with coming in and arguing with me. It was just, and it was a flashback for me. It reminded me of something that was probably, I don't know, I never want to say my biggest mistake, because I think you've already asked me that question, and I don't know. We
both have lots of those.
I have too fucking many to say what will be the biggest mistake. But it was definitely a huge mistake that I had made years ago, probably almost 25 years ago, when I had first started my first couple of years in the business.
What was it over?
23. Over gift cards. Today's podcast is brought to you by my personal line of sauces, oils, and other accoutrements, Kitsch. Our sauces are all natural, jarred, and ready to go with wonderful recipes. Visit kitschsauce.com. Use promo code JBL Bites and get $5 off your first delivery. At the time, I didn't know it was a local business. Now, so I'm new to the Westchester area. I'm a new guy in town. I'm new to this Chester County area. Nobody knows me. I don't know the businesses. I don't know anything that's going on. And I'm trying to establish my business. I bought this business right after 9/11. I'm trying to build it. Sheer stupidity. I should have never gotten in this business. I should have never, ever opened I had no fucking business owning a business that was in hospitality, because I had no experience. It's already hard enough on its own, let alone to have no experience. So I'm probably a year or 2 years in, and I'm already financially struggling because I have no fucking clue, right? And, I have a degenerate kitchen staff that's taking full fucking advantage of me.
Bunch of pirates.
Well, because I don't know anything. I don't know how to cook. I've never cooked a day in my life other than making, some Sunday gravy in fucking West Philly, growing up. So it's like these guys, it's a whole other world. So everything that they're doing is an illusion to me that is great. We're doing this. This is fantastic. But I don't know about business. I don't know about hospitality. I don't know about how a kitchen should run. I don't know any of it, right? So definitely I'm financially strained. I'm feeling the pressures. And this guy comes in for dinner, and I think he had a local business, as I said. Matter of fact, I know he had a local business. I don't want to say what it is, because I don't want to give that away. But he went to pay with a gift card that was now, so it was probably 2 years in, because it was 2 years out, right? But that
Right.
was from the prior business owner.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he wanted to use now. Now, mind you, full disclosure, we kept the name of the restaurant, bought the visit, kept the name, whatever, different corporation and whatnot, but we kept the name. Those gift cards were out there. Goodwill, we're gonna allow those for 2 years. So now we're past that 2 year or year and a half or 1 year, whatever the fuck
Whatever
it
it
was.
was,
I can't
right.
remember. And so the guy's using the gift card, and I tell the server he can't. Now we have the gift card and we have the credit card because the gift card didn't cover the full amount of the check. So the server goes back and tells the guy becomes very hostile and very angry, and I'm try to explain to him, we don't have that money anymore. That money's gone.
Right.
So my kitchen had double saloon doors, swinging saloon doors.
This is back at High Street.
This is back in High Street.
Okay.
BYOB.
Yeah.
No clue what the fuck I'm doing. And the kitchen doors had these double swinging doors, and inside those swinging doors was our POS system.
Right.
So the server comes back to me. The guy's upset. I have the
You get the credit
gift
card,
card,
just get the gift card.
and the credit card. So I'm like, no, I can't use it, and I'm going to bring
The whole thing.
the whole thing on his credit card. Well, the guy comes through the door into the kitchen, not like busting through the door, but he
Right.
just opens the door,
Still.
right? And he says, "Give me my credit card, you little shit." Wow, Mr. fucking Napoleon over here, fucking, I'm a little shit. Now, mind you, this is Saturday night, full dining room. Probably the only night of the week that we're busy. Every other night is a fucking ghost town in that restaurant because, again,
Right.
just starting, no
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
what I'm doing. But Saturday night's busy, full dining room. So what does this hot-headed jackass do?
This did not go well.
That's an understatement. Especially since I have two emotions, anger and rage. so I turn around and I fucking grab this guy. And I got him like literally by his shirt and right back through the double doors, stumbling right into the fucking dining room, jacked him up against the fucking wall. And I'm fucking slamming, and I'm like, who the fuck are you calling a fucking little shit? And I'm like going at this guy, right? And it's like, everybody's just like, and then as I'm doing that, all of a sudden I kind of just make a little turn, and it's a full fucking dining room, completely, like you couldn't hear a fucking, somebody dropped their fork, you would fucking hear it echoing all the way down the street. Everybody just staring at me. I'm like, oh, fuck. So
Thanks, everyone. It's been a lovely night.
so it brought back up this memory of this, and I'm like, and I started thinking then about the podcast, and I'm like, there's a great lesson in it because now 25 years later, obviously, I don't handle it that way. I would have kicked his ass in the kitchen. No.
Yeah, right. Behind closed doors.
He was going to have
What
to
happens back
He
here?
was back by the dish machine. So, no,
Off the back
there
deck.
might be some truth to that. I don't know, but it made me realize the mistakes I made as a young business owner. I didn't slam that guy into a wall because he wanted to use his gift card. I didn't slam that guy into the wall because he called me a little shit. I slammed that guy. Well, maybe switch. That was a switch.
Switch.
But he was getting all the aggression of my financial, and that was my outlet.
Right.
A poor outlet, but that was my outlet. And I should have...
Did it all build up to the point where it was going somewhere?
Yes. And so my point to this, why I was bringing it up, is that if you are a young business owner, right, you're getting into this now, in the hospitality, but in any kind of customer relations, you have to have more forward thought. You have to find an outlet to not have those personal frustrations. And albeit their business, it's still personal. It's not the staff's problem. And so you have to find that outlet to not have that be in place so that you're making poor decisions. The end result, that guy is a local business owner. He was there patronizing the place. He enjoyed his meal. He would have been coming back how many times over? But instead, now I've tainted that. He's never coming back. Right. He's going to tell everybody about it. He's going to tell people in his business about it, which is not a hospitality, but it is a very high
Doesn't matter.
turnover,
It's
customer.
still local.
Yeah, and you know, so they're all going to know that this situation happened. So I started thinking about it. So I'm like, well, how would, and I'm sure you've encountered this with all the people that you have known
Right.
throughout the years.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
You've been doing this now for 25 years. I'm sure you have business owners that started young and have now grown into whatever, and you're like, remember when you,
Right.
like, right?
Remember
So
this
I'm like,
dumbass thing you did?
yeah. And so I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, all right, so you have to think forward. How do you handle that situation? And so I started reflecting on how would I handle that situation today, knowing if I was in financial distress and that customer came in and wanted to use that card. And I knew that $100 was, going to be tough for me on a Saturday night. The knowledge I have now versus the knowledge I had then, how would I handle it differently? What are your thoughts on that? What do you think? How would you handle it differently? How would you handle that situation?
So if they would have said, "You fat fucker," then I probably would have done the same thing. Would have been the same reaction, right? So I probably would have gone that route then, or I at least would have been screaming at them. Which we've all been in kitchens where you lose your mind and you're yelling at people. So
now you're losing business.
And now you're losing business. Because you're reacting in the moment, and that's a tough place to be in.
Right. A young entrepreneur in that situation is going to
Way
bring
more volatile.
raw emotion and volatility. So now, how do you handle it correctly? Well, I can't say what's correct, but what I can say is that you have to find a way to not have that emotion get in the way. So you got to be upset about it because that's just natural, all right? But you also have to say, okay, I'm here to build a business. I'm here for the long haul. So, that customer comes in with that. You have to remember, you have the brand out there, right? You haven't changed the name, right? I understand that you didn't take the money, but that customer or his friend or family or whatever gave up that money for that to come in, and they've taken the time to patronize you. Now, is there a chance that they're just like, hey, I want to get my gift card and use it and be done? Yes.
Sure.
Is there a chance that they're not going to like your concept and not come back? Yes. But also, is there a chance that you have the opportunity to make a customer for life? Absolutely.
Probably the biggest thing.
So if you weigh out the two sides of it, the volatile reaction only can have a negative impact. Yeah. Right? That's it.
No, for
it's
sure.
only going to hurt you far more than the $100.
Right.
The other side of it would be, how do I take this and potentially turn it into
a net win?
A net win, yeah. But at the same time, it is a net win because if you handle it any other way, it's a huge loss.
Right.
And that's kind of the perspective you have to take with. So the gift card is one scenario, but you really need to take a deep breath and step back, because I still, to this day, will make volatile decisions about somebody being in the restaurant. Like our other podcast, we talked about the Jersey restaurant situation.
Yeah.
They made a volatile decision to confront me at the table without finding out information, taking a deep breath, see what's going on, how's this going to affect us in the long term. Right. I fucking swallow more shit all the time. Like, it's just like, hey, I hate this. It really fucking bothers me right now to have to give you this, or to have to concede to this, right, or have to agree, or have to have accountability for something that I don't feel I'm accountable for. But if you're going to be in this business, you got to have a barometer. This is my line of shit that I'm going to eat. And you got to eat it till there, and you got to find a way to do it. And so my line was here. I was just this
because you were young. That's where it was. Right.
Jerk off who was like, hey, fuck you. I'm going to slam you through a door, and you don't know shit, and I'm going to be. Well, I struggled for many years, not as a result of that single moment, but as a result of a collective amount of those moments over and over and over again, until I matured and grew. And so many businesses die because they never get the opportunity.
Right.
My perseverance got me to that point. I was very fortunate to get to that point, but many businesses don't. So as a young business owner coming in, I think that you really need to have a plan on how to de-escalate the situation, how to give the customer what they need, how to swallow a little pride, every so often and play the long game, because you're not going to like every customer that comes in the door, but you're going to need them.
Yeah.
You're going to need them. So, but
No,
yeah, that's what came out of my my good deed. That's my no good deed goes unpunished kind of story of
But
the.
so that was that time. That was that time then. But then this time that the person came in to use the Toys for Tots, what did you end up doing? You just gave it to him, right? Because
at the end of the day,
it's one dinner.
It's one dinner. It's we're going to do it on a different day for you. It's no problem. We'll make it work. We gave them what they wanted in that particular situation, and there's a couple of them that were like that, but it's such a beautiful event that we do. I don't know if you've ever come around.
Oh, I have. I've given toys to it.
So I mean, we have, thousands. It's between us and another local restaurant.
Yeah.
We do it together. It's the largest toy drive. I think in the last couple of years, been the largest toy drive in Pennsylvania, if not at least the Chester County area.
It's big.
It's very big, and so like I'm not going to allow that to blemish it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want somebody going and saying, "Oh, they do this and they don't honor." It's just like here we go. We're going to handle it. We're going to make you happy. Whatever you need. Now, I'm not saying that every single complaint and every single thing you have to give them, what they want or what they're asking for. In fact, if you go back to one of the other podcasts where we talked about how to handle a situation with regards to getting the most out of it, or with regards to how to just cut ties, because there is just times it's a no-win for everybody.
But those are hard decisions to make, and those usually come with either a little bit of reflection or the line gets crossed is so severe.
Well,
but I think what you're saying with and this is true for any business, not just true for the hospitality business, the restaurant business, because all business, generally speaking, has some sort of relationship aspect to it, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You go, if you've got a favorite auto mechanic,
I think every business has,
right?
I mean,
there's still
unless you're like a cold person behind a computer sitting at home,
But almost everything has some sort of relationship portion that is part of the transaction, and we all generally like to deal with people or we like to give our money that we've earned to people that we also have some sort of good feelings about.
Yeah, relationship is huge.
Relationship's like the biggest thing.
Relationship is huge. So yeah,
no easier way to blow that than just saying, "No, I'm sorry."
Well, I mean, it goes back to what I've said, numerous times: hospitality.
Always.
But I just thought it was very funny with us kind of stirring up some old stories of mine over the 25 years, and then this instance, I don't know what made it click, and I was like, you know what? That might be one good lesson learned, for young entrepreneurs coming up.
So then to that same end, how do you define where that line is?
Oh, that's your own barometer,
right?
And part of that comes with, I mean, like I said, anger and rage. I'm a hothead,
right? Yeah.
So I now have to put people in place to handle a lot of it, because I
will take you out of the question.
I do, and I think it comes down to kind of knowing your own shortcomings. No pun intended with my very short stature, but I mean, I think it comes down to knowing your own shortcomings, because for me, I don't have the financial pressures. I'm very, blessed now.
Worked really hard.
Very busy, but that doesn't mean I don't have other. Like, it doesn't get easier with regards to the overall process. The financial part might go away, but then it's the staffing part, and then it's the maybe a financial part comes back because something environmentally happens or whatever. So it goes all over the place. So that barometer has to be your own kind of internal level of where you're at. Mine is very low, and so because of that, I try to remove myself from a lot of it, and I train my staff then to. This is how you handle it to this point. And then from there, it goes to the manager. The manager handles it to that point. So by the time it gets to me, it's a major thing. It's a thing. Nobody has an answer to this. You're going to have to step in. And then I have to take the deep breath exercise And I still, to this day, I mean, have my moments where something will happen, I'll do something, and I'm a very remorseful or regretful kind of person. So I'm the guy who flies off the handle and then
thinks about it for 25 years?
Yeah. Like I'll wake up the next morning like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I should have done it this, and this. Like, so I just had that switch, unfortunately, and it's not good. And I try. So
do you try to channel that person
is this the
before
therapy
you
part of the fucking session?
Yeah,
Again?
it is.
This is
We
my
always have
This
one.
is my anger management.
You always have
moment.
one.
There's
Just so
one
you
in
know.
every-
You have to tune into every single one of these to see how the therapy goes at the end of every episode. It's sort of unknown.
Well, I'm going to give one little funny part to this before we end this podcast. So, I mean, so to wrap it up, I would say if you are a young entrepreneur, if you are just getting into the hospitality business or really any business for that matter that has any kind of customer relations, I think it's very important that you have a strategy in place as to how to handle either a disgruntled customer or, more importantly, a customer that has a scenario or situation that doesn't meet what your criteria of the day is, but needs to be handled because they're going to be upset if you don't handle it in the right way. And so I think that needs to be like a part of your process, because early on that can seriously hurt you. And to end it, this wine is beautiful, by the way. I just want to say that.
Yeah, solid, right?
But to end it, my staff, I'm crazy about the fucking windows, right? The windows in my restaurant need to be cleaned all the time. Like, if you go into a restaurant and the glass door is dirty, it's like the bathroom and the front door. They're dirty. It's a fucking problem. All right. So there's another whole lesson in you for the day. Make sure your front fucking
keep
doors.
your place clean.
Keep the door clean. So my staff is always out there with Windex, out front, outside. So they'd be outside. And so now I'm assuming, because I could never catch the fucking guy. I could never catch him, but I'm assuming that this guy was a jobber. I'm pretty sure it was him. And so when my staff will be outside and they will be cleaning the windows at around 3:30, 4 o'clock, we're getting ready to open up, and they're cleaning the windows, and he just happened to jog that time quite often by the restaurant. And he would be jogging by, and he would kind of slow down. Whoever was out there, he would say, "Does John still own the restaurant?" And they would be all proud and like, "Yeah, matter of fact, he does." And then he would say, "Tell him he's an asshole." And then take off.
And then continue to run off.
But he would run even faster than that, so I could never fucking catch him. I really was. I'm always like, next time you see this guy, come and tell me. I'm like, I want to see. But yeah.
Needs to tell me to his face.
Yeah. I want to hear it. So, but yeah, and I mean, and that guy is still. Here's a great actually ending to the story. That guy still is in the area 25 years later, still has his practice, and people that know him have come in, or I have crossed paths with them, and he still to this day tells that story.
Wow.
He still speaks bad of the restaurant.
Does he really?
To this day, yes. Yeah.
I would think.
So you want to talk about lasting damage? That is 25 years
That's a lot.
of customer relations where he's harboring this animosity and talks about it.
You should.
So kind
you
of
should-
crazy.
You should
So
take him a cannoli.
If you see this, I think I owe you an apology. Stop in. We can discuss it. We can, let's move past.
Sorry,
Yeah.
he's grown.
All right, I'm going to end it on that note. I think that was a short and sweet podcast for the day. Yeah.
Like this wine.
It's hot as
Crisp.
balls in here.
Crisp and light.
It is crisp and light.
Cheers.
Cheers. Remember, the hardest time isn't the short time. It's all the time.
So, and keep in mind, like, follow, subscribe. We want to see you again.
Dude, you did the whole thing.
I did.
You did. You got it all, right? Did we get it all? I think we got it all. Like, follow, subscribe. Yeah. Give a comment, please.
Yeah.
Stroke our egos.
Cheers, everybody.